In the depths of the world's most secure prisons, a chilling cast of characters resides, the top 10 most dangerous prisoners on the planet. These are not mere inmates. They are the stuff of nightmares, each with a tale of terror that defies belief. From notorious serial killers to ruthless drug lords, their stories are a twisted tapestry of crime and chaos. Join me as we journey into the heart of darkness, where danger lurks around every corner and the only rule is survival. Subscribe and stay tuned as we count down from number 10 to the ultimate title holder of the world's most dangerous prisoner. Don't miss a single bone-chilling moment as we uncover the sinister secrets of these notorious individuals. Welcome to the realm of the most dangerous prisoners on Earth. Number 10. Charles Bronson, Michael Gordon Peterson. Charles Bronson, born Michael Gordon Peterson in 1952, gained infamy as Britain's most violent prisoner. Bronson's criminal journey began in his youth, marked by petty crimes, but escalated into more violent offenses as an adult. He spent much of his life in and out of prison, accumulating numerous convictions for crimes ranging from armed robbery to assault. Bronson's behavior behind bars has been characterized by extreme violence, including assaults on fellow inmates and prison staff. Despite numerous attempts at rehabilitation, Bronson's propensity for violence has resulted in him being one of the most challenging inmates to manage within the British prison system. Number 9. Thomas Silverstein. Thomas Silverstein was born in 1952 and entered the criminal justice system at a young age. While incarcerated, Silverstein became associated with the Aryan Brotherhood, a white supremacist prison gang known for its extreme violence and criminal activities. Silverstein's involvement with the gang led to multiple murders and acts of violence both inside and outside of prison. His reputation as a ruthless and unrepentant criminal earned him multiple life sentences and decades of solitary confinement, making him one of the most notorious and dangerous inmates in the United States. Number 8. Robert Maudsley. Robert Maudsley, born in 1953, gained the moniker Hannibal the Cannibal due to the gruesome nature of his crimes. Maudsley's troubled upbringing and history of violence foreshadowed his descent into serial murder. While incarcerated for a previous murder, Maudsley committed 3 additional murders within prison, demonstrating a pattern of extreme violence and sadism. His case underscores the challenges of managing high-risk prisoners and the need for effective strategies to prevent violence within correctional facilities. Number 7. Richard Ramirez. Richard Ramirez, born in 1960, emerged as one of America's most notorious serial killers during the 1980s. Dubbed the Night Stalker, Ramirez terrorized the residents of Southern California with a series of brutal murders, sexual assaults, and burglaries. His crimes, characterized by their randomness and brutality, instilled fear and paranoia in communities throughout the region. Ramirez's capture and subsequent trial captivated the nation, shedding light on the dark realities of serial murder and the impact of media sensationalism on criminal investigations. Number 6.
Pedro Alonso López.
Pedro Alonso López, born in 1948 in Colombia, earned the chilling moniker Monster of the Andes for his heinous crimes against young girls. López's criminal career spanned multiple countries in South America, where he preyed upon vulnerable children, primarily girls. His modus operandi involved luring victims away from their families before raping and murdering them. López's shocking confession to hundreds of murders shocked law enforcement and horrified the public, raising questions about the prevalence of violence against children and the failings of the criminal justice system to apprehend serial predators. Number 5.
Haddon Clark.
Haddon Clark, born in 1952, is a serial killer and cannibal whose crimes shocked the nation. From a young age, Clark exhibited disturbing behavior, including acts of animal cruelty and violence towards family members. As an adult, he escalated to murder, targeting vulnerable women and engaging in acts of mutilation and cannibalism. Clark's case underscores the complexities of criminal psychology and the challenges of identifying and apprehending serial offenders before they escalate to extreme violence. Number 4. Mikhail Popkov. Mikhail Popkov, born in 1964, gained infamy as one of Russia's most prolific serial killers. Known as the Werewolf and the Angarsk Maniac, Popkov preyed upon women, brutally murdering at least 78 victims over the span of 2 decades. His choice of victims, often vulnerable women in marginalized communities, highlighted systemic issues of gender-based violence and the failure of law enforcement to protect vulnerable populations. Popkov's case shocked the nation and exposed gaps in Russia's criminal justice system, prompting calls for reform and improved methods of identifying and apprehending serial offenders. Number 3.
Joaquín El Chapo Guzmán.
Joaquin Guzman, born in 1957, rose to infamy as the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, one of the largest and most powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world. Guzman's criminal empire spanned multiple countries, with operations involving the trafficking of vast quantities of drugs, including cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine, into the United States. His ruthless tactics, including bribery, corruption, and extreme violence, allowed him to maintain control over lucrative drug routes and evade capture for years. Guzman's eventual arrest and extradition to the United States marked a significant victory in the international fight against organized crime, but also underscored the challenges of combating transnational criminal networks. Number 2. The Iceman Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski, born in 1935, was a notorious contract killer who claimed to have murdered over 100 people during his criminal career. Kuklinski's childhood was marked by abuse and violence, which may have contributed to his development of psychopathic tendencies and a lack of empathy. Operating in the shadows of the criminal underworld, Kuklinski carried out contract killings for various organized crime syndicates, earning a reputation for his cold and methodical approach to murder. His case shed light on the clandestine world of contract killing and the brutal realities of organized crime in America. Number 1. Andrei Chikatilo. Andrei Chikatilo, born in 1936, gained infamy as one of the most prolific serial killers in Soviet history. Known as the Butcher of Rostov, Chikatilo preyed upon women and children, brutally murdering at least 56 victims over the span of more than a decade. His crimes, characterized by their extreme violence and sexual sadism, terrorized communities throughout the Soviet Union and left a lasting scar on the collective psyche of the nation. Chikatilo's eventual capture and trial revealed systemic failures within the Soviet criminal justice system and underscored the challenges of identifying and apprehending serial offenders in a society characterized by censorship and political repression. But as we bid farewell to the shadows of the prison walls, let us remember that amidst the darkness, there is also resilience, courage, and hope. For every tale of terror, there are countless stories of redemption and triumph over adversity. So, as we part ways, may we carry with us a newfound understanding of the complexities of the human condition and a renewed appreciation for the fragility of life. Until we meet again, stay vigilant, stay curious, and never forget the lessons learned in the heart of darkness. Goodbye, and may the light guide you on your journey forward.